I'm joined, ladies and gentlemen, with Ed Arthur, who signed a multi-fight deal with Cage Warriors. Now, I was a bit surprised, Ed, because I thought you might have went back to BAMA because you were with them on the UK side of things. You went in ACB, but is there a reason why you went to Cage Warriors, not them? Is there something going on there?
It's the action, really. I was looking at BAMA before, and I had a lot of good times there, a lot of good memories. But when you look at the scene at the moment and some of the fights that have been going on, Cage Warriors have just been delivering with back-to-back shows, back-to-back great fights. And if anyone knows me, they know that I want to jump in with the big fights and big action, you know what I mean, and get people talking and have some excitement. Yeah, I looked at the Cage Warriors bantamweight division, and I was like, yeah, that's it. Let's go there. Let's make some noise. Let's kick up a fuss and have a good time.
I was going to say, it is a good roster. You know, Graham's Cage Warriors come back and they're building up that bantamweight division, aren't they, man? To be fair, that bantamweight, 145, 135, 145, 155, it's getting deeper and deeper. But it's exciting, though.
Yeah, well, all the rosters, all the weight classes they've got there, I was just like, as soon as I got signed, I went through and started watching loads of Cage Warriors fights just to sort of catch up on any of the older ones that I missed. And just for ages now, it's just been back-to-back great fights. So, yeah, they're definitely doing the right job.
Yeah, that Dolby Pedersola fight was, that was a great scrap, that welterweight fight. I don't know if you watched that one.
Sweden with the one round, that was madness.
Yeah.
That's pure violence from the bell.
yeah, it was great, man. I was just sitting on the edge of my seat then. I met Pedersola in UFC Liverpool. I was like, dude, thank you, because that was absolutely awesome viewing, man. As a fight fan, you appreciate stuff like that. And I suppose that's the magic of Ian Dean. You know, he finds these gems, and they've got yourself on the roster. You're fighting a kid in Mike. Here we go. Edkundayo. I'm going to say Edkundayo, but I might be wrong, right? He's a Titan boy. He's had a few fights around in the regional scene. What have you watched of him, or do you just get your coaches to do that stuff for you?
When they originally put the name forward to me, I had a look at one of the fights. I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been the only guy that he fought with, like an actual record one that I looked at. His record.
On Rise of Champions, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Turkish guy, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, a George or something.
Yeah. I remember it was
looking at the records and seeing 0-1s, 1-1s, 0-2, or something like that. And I don't really take them ones as real fights. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at the records to see what real opponents or real records that he's got. The only one that I saw was that one. So as far as I'm concerned, he's 1-0 in pro fights. So I looked at that fight. Respect to him for taking the fight. It's a big leap for him. I think it's a little bit too soon for him, but I've got big respect for him for taking a fight like myself. It's not an easy fight. I don't know if he's going to be ready for like a proper war that I'm ready for. I think he's ready for more of a sports fight. Do you know what I mean? Win by point, know how to play the game, which is probably one of my weaknesses before. I didn't play the game enough because obviously you want to come to fight, but at the same time you want to win the fights as well. Little mistakes I made in Russia, everyone knows about that. But when I saw Mike, I don't really see anything that's going to challenge me too much. He's obviously quite strong by the look. I think he'll be on the defensive from about a minute or two in when he realises he probably can't take me down. And if he does, I'll spring straight back up. And I think that's all he'll be looking to do. I'll be looking to try and take me down, and that'll be the only thing that he's really got, really.
So I was going to say, because your style, as soon as that bell goes, you're like, as quick as you can. You want to get in that guy's face. You want to let him know that you're in there. Like, dude, you don't like pace it. You just go balls deep. You're straight in there. Obviously, you say that about Russia and stuff. Have you started to kind of mature your game a bit and start to now realise I've got a skill set. I've got good hands. I've got this. I've got wrestling. I've got jits. I've got X, Y, Z. Have you started to like mature it so you can start to time it a bit more so that you go, right, okay, cool, I'm going to hit you, but I'm going to hit you at the right time when I want?
Yeah, to be honest, I've been doing that trying to plan that for a long time, but I always get in there, the bell goes, and even when I'm walking there and I'm in the chat, like, okay, cool, much more measured, much more controlled, think about it, stick to this. My coaches have thought of, good scenarios for me to win, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Once the bell goes, something gets forgotten about. gets whooshed straight over my head, and I just come for violence, really. But yeah, like I'm trying to be a lot more smarter, trying to be a lot more. What's the word for not getting smacked as much? You know what I mean? That's really what I'm trying to avoid, getting hit as much. But everyone knows me. When the bell goes, I'm ready for a fight. I'm ready for a real fight. I think that will be the problem for him in this fight, that he'll be coming to win by points, hold me down, try and squeeze me down there, just, use up a lot of energy, and I'll be coming for a real fight. And I think, in the first round, it'll probably, he might look like he's doing okay in certain exchanges. He might, pin me up against the cage. I'm sure that's what he's expecting to do, to shut me down, to stuff me putting any real attack on him. And then if he makes it out first, which I'm sure he will, I'm sure he'll do plenty of time holding me up against the fence, which obviously I need to stop. But come the second, the experience will take over. I'll be too nasty for him, putting on too much pressure. And I think he'll just start to break in the second. If he can make it longer than that, then I'll be impressed. But I can't see him making it to the end of the bell. No way at all.
And you talk about you being experienced, having a bit more of the kind of know-how and how to deal with certain circumstances. Did you get a lot of that when you went to ACB as well? Because obviously you got to, fight a different kind of style of fighters. What did you get from your experience there? How was it with that promotion? Because they seem to be doing good around. They seem to be growing all the time. What was your experience like with them?
Oh, ACB were great. I've got nothing bad to say about them. They were a great promotion. They took care of me big time from the second I signed till. If I even wanted to re-sign before, they were great the whole time. They looked after their fighters. They really do look after their fighters. So yeah, it was a good time fighting there. Obviously, I went 1 and 2. That's everyone knows that. But I think the biggest thing I learned was when I fought Peter Yan. Yeah. Because I've always prided myself. You know what I mean? I'm a real fighter's fighter. When it comes to when the bell goes, I'm coming for a real fight. And after I fought Peter Yan, it made me step up everything, my strength, my conditioning, but mainly the mentality that's involved. If you want to be a world champion, if you want to make real money, you want to make real fight, win real fights, not just a few regional fights. You want to get to the highest level. It's a different type of savagery. You know what I mean? That's what I remember. I was thinking after I finished that fight, I was like, that was a different type of, man coming at me that I've been used to. So it forced me to step everything up. I think a lot of people that probably would have crumbled them, to be honest, after being in that experience. I think they would have been like, nah, I'll stick to it. I'll stick to where I am. The UFC is not for me, or the highest level's not for me, or whatever. But as soon as, once my face is healed up a little bit and I stopped sulking a little bit after about a week or so, I realised, all right, mentality-wise, you need to be an absolute savage. And I already thought I absolutely was. But after that fight, I was like, okay, you need to take it to that next level if you want to compete with the biggest killers out there in the game. And I know that's what I done after that fight. You saw me win against Brent in Scott.
Oh, it was Crawley, was it? Oh, it was Crawley as well.
Yeah. Is it Brett Crawley or Brent Crawley?
It's Ben Crawley. No, Brent Crawley. Crawley.
Yeah, Brent. Sorry, I didn't want to get his name wrong. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah.
And then you saw the difference of when I came back and fought him. And then I went back out and fought in December. It was probably a little bit too soon in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? I needed more time to because we always have a joke at my gym that one of the toughest guys around, but had like a teenage boy's body. That's what was always like a joke. You know what I mean? I've never been very strong. Never been one of the guys that. When it came to picking up weights or whatever, where's the 2 kg? Do you know what I mean? I was never strong. You know what I mean? So I probably should have. My coach advice was before that fight was, take some time off. Even though you just won in Scotland, take some time off, build your strength up. Really give it 3 to 6 months before you even get into a new camp. And I, obviously ignored that. And I went anyway. You know what I mean? I thought I wanted to fight. I was hyped up after the other win. And went the way that it went, and that's it.
Yeah,
live and we learn.
But the thing is, you're not going out there and getting starched.
No.
So, like you say, it sounds awful, but you're getting some good time. You're getting minutes in the cage, which, every minute is so valuable. Like, people don't understand. Like, it's not great to be a can crusher. Like, and go out there and have a 10-0 record, winning first round knockouts within a couple of minutes against cans, because you don't actually get any benefit learning what you do. It's just an ego trip. You're just trying to boost your ego, and then when you fight real contest, you get starched is the best way to put it. You get absolutely you just drown in it.
100%. Yeah, I got into this game to really see if I was as tough as I thought I was a long time ago. That's how it started. I just really wanted to see if I was tough. You know what I mean? I wanted to see if I was tough, and I wanted to see if I could win fights. And then I started winning fights, and next thing you know, we're going pro and stuff like that. And it's really just trying to see if the skills that you've been learning are going to work. You know what I mean? With somebody else that really wants to try and kill you as well. You know what I mean? He's trying to come with everything that you've got. Now, when I went to Russia, that's the type of mentality that I know I had a strong mind already. But after I left there, it just forced me to step it up even higher, because it made me realise that there's guys out there and they are not fucking around. Some people I see talking in this country that, they've had like 1 or 2 fights and they fought, some guy down the road, and they're talking about they're going to be the UFC world champ. And I respect that. I respect that, you got a dream, but you have to understand that there are some absolute killers out there from around the world that are coming to fight, and you better be testing yourself now. Obviously not going insane. Maybe ACB in reflection was maybe a little, was 2 or 3 fights too early. Like I said, I needed to build my strength up, but we live and we learn. I learned a lot from it big time, and it made me realise that you want to be at that highest level, you need to be an absolute killer. You need to have all your skills in order everywhere, from the smaller things that are outside of the gym, the nutrition, the strength, all that type of stuff. But when you're actually in that MMA gym and you're training, you better be trying to get every skill that you got. And that's why I took the time off a little bit. I'm sure you're going to ask me about it in a minute, but that's one of the main reasons that I took that time off, to take it to the next level.
And obviously, it takes time, for example, to get that strength. It's not go to the gym for a couple of weeks. It actually takes months for you to see and feel those benefits. I'm talking like 2-3 months for you to really start to get the benefits of that. So as much as you want to get back in there, you have to accept that time is a factor to get, for example, a bit stronger. Or, for example, did I see you like Reese's chocolate by any chance? If you want to be a bantamweight, you've got to avoid them.
Yeah. I like anything I can get, really, when it comes to the food. I mean, that's one of the hardest things I found being out of camp. So the camp after so long, because I like to go out, eat good food, steaks, sweets, chocolate, you name it, to the highest good food, to the sugary crap that you can find. You know what I mean? If it tastes good, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? I've had to change that. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So.
But I noticed you've CBD oil. You've started incorporating that. What benefits have you noticed then? Because I've spoken to a couple of people. I need to get on it myself. I've heard it's really good. Have you noticed anything though from it?
I mainly noticed it with my head, because after that ACB thing, that's one of the main reasons why I took some time off as well, because I wanted to my head felt a bit unclear for a while. I didn't have no concussions. I didn't get knocked out, nothing like that. Didn't get knocked out in sparring, no excuses, nothing like that. Lost the fight, simple as. But my brain started feeling a little bit foggy. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just enough that made me think, okay, I want to start clearing this up, cutting back on the sparring. Like, I was supposed to fight last year, but that all got cancelled, and it all just kind of worked out for the best. At the time, it seemed like MMA was against me for a little bit. 2 fights cancelled, and I wasn't really enjoying it as much. I noticed I wasn't enjoying getting hit as much. Like, I never stopped training the whole time that I was off, but I just noticed that I wasn't enjoying getting hit as much. So that's one of the reasons why I got into a lot more looking into like recovery, and which led on to the CBD oil, which, I think it does help your body in regards to like fatigue and stuff like that. But I noticed it's helping my head a lot as well. So and now I don't have any of them type of problems. I took a long time off. I didn't get hit for a long time. Used a lot of things like CBD oil and stuff like that, and I'm better than I've ever been.
Well, you have to take a break from that, because there's only so much your head can take. It's like headbutting a wall. You can't do that forever. Your brain, it's just like it's a brain wrapped in jelly. It just wobbles around. So, like you say, maybe sometimes you can still train hard, but you don't have to spar hard. It's a big, you can, like you say, you know yourself.
All the time. I was training all the time. the whole time, so last year or so, year and a half, whatever it is that I haven't fought, you know, I've been training every single day, 3 or 4 times a week. I've been training twice a day. All the guys that are getting ready to fight. Obviously, I wasn't doing the sparring part. I didn't spar for maybe 8 or 9 months. Honestly,
Okay.
I just cut it right out. I've done everything else: wrestling, jiu-jitsu. Obviously, like we said about building up the strength.
Yeah.
I've done everything else. I just didn't. Drilling, striking, drilling, everything. Just didn't physically, competitively spar at all.
Mm.
I mean, I've done a few flow sparring and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but yeah. And then I wanted to make sure that I still love the sport the same, because you got to be hungry, man. You got to be really, really hungry if you want to take it to that next level. And I just, you know, simple as, just need a little bit of time to clear my head, and that's it. Now we're ready to go.
That's great though for you, because people won't realise, but that's probably give you a bit more longevity.
100%.
If your head was cloudy and you kept sparring, right now you might not be where you are right now. You might still be cloudy. You might have maybe a concussion come from all of that if you kept sparring. So having the knowledge to take that break, it's going to benefit you huge going into this.
And I had to make sure that I was still enjoying it the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I noticed that enjoying getting hit as much for a while, just not like a long period. It was just like a good 3 or 4 months. I started feeling like, I was like, this is getting a little bit long. You know what I mean? I'm not enjoying physical getting hit. So as soon as that love would come back for the getting hit, that's when you're going to take it to the next level. But if you're in the gym getting smacked and whacked and not enjoying learning techniques and stuff like that, you ain't going to improve. You know what I mean? And I'm game to just learn as many skills as I can. So I just took time to. I got absolutely addicted to jiu-jitsu, big time. Just absolutely got hooked. I put the gear on one day. I told myself, like, I'll do this for a couple of weeks while I'm just resting from getting hit. I was like, I'll just, you know, take a few weeks off, maybe a month at tops. 7 months went goodbye, and I was on the gi so much. My blue belt's all worn out. I bought about 6 skis. I had some old ones in my cupboard. Yeah, I got absolutely hooked. Competed a few times. Weren't very good at competing, to be honest, but hey, you give it a go.
That's the thing is, though, is it's very low risk of injuries, though, when you do stuff like that, because you can tap straight away. You know, you can tap even earlier than you need to. There's no risk factor with that. With an MMA bout, you kind of got that adrenaline pumping. You don't want to lose the fight. Sometimes you'll fight a little bit more when you're in those positions, but with a grappling comp, when there's no real benefit to if you tap early, no loss to tapping early.
Yeah.
You can kind of get away with that, can't you? It's a good thing.
I enjoy it a lot. You know what I mean? I enjoy
Yeah.
it. I enjoy getting ready for it. I respect it a lot. I'm a big fan of jiu-jitsu. It's probably my favourite thing in the MMA. I'll do it for life. 100%. I'll do jiu-jitsu for life. But yeah, I think I was just, don't know, just didn't click the same for me in competitions. I think it's because when I'm in an MMA fight, I switch flips.
Yes.
I mean, flicks. I honestly think if I didn't even have a training camp, didn't train at all, and someone just threw me in there and told me to fight, I'd go 3-5s, no problem, just out of pure stubbornness.
Yeah.
I mean, I can fight on, no dramas at all. But I don't have that same switch in other competitions in life. But when it comes to MMA, something, as soon as a fight gets signed, boom, something just, I can't even explain it. That's it, I'm ready for war. As soon as the fight's signed, I'm ready to go.
And a big part of your life, I've seen, is your better half. You know, how much of a factor did she play? Because, you know, she must be a big part of it. With you, obviously, she was someone you talk to, I imagine, and, you know, relay your thoughts on. She looks like a huge part of your kind of MMA career as well.
Yeah, she's great. We live together. She's my best mate. We have a good time. We always have a laugh. I mean, we try not to take life too seriously. And she supports MMA 100%. I think she just likes me out of the house, you know what I mean, if I'm honest. Back training every day, I'm not here under her feet. So, you know, we have a good time. She's great. She does everything that, you know, if I need any help with anything, there's no hesitation. She's on it. And the same with her, we do for each other, you know what I mean? We always help each other out. And, yeah, we just have a laugh. We don't take things too seriously. It's just the same with me with MMA. We have a good time. I train all the time, come home, chill out with her, we have a joke. So I think that's one of the things was one of my problems a few years back of MMA. Like, I was just taking, obviously when I say this, I mean, it's not a joke, but I mean, I almost took it too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, everything else got blocked out. Nothing else in my life was important. I didn't care about nothing else. I was just zoned out. Nothing else mattered. But when it comes to this as well, you're training so hard all the time. Like once I'm in the gym, nothing else matters. I'm training.
Yeah.
When you come out, you need to have a good time. You need to enjoy your life. I don't mean go out and go partying and go be
No.
up. Like I'm talking like, you know, just chilling out, having a good time, doing things. So when I'm not training, I'm chilling out of there and relaxing. Especially in fight camp at the moment, I'm hidden away. You know what I mean? That's what's perfect about living with her. We live in our own house, and when as soon as that fight was signed, or I knew that it was in talks of being fighting. When I said to my manager that I'm looking for a fight, boom, that's it. I locked myself away. I'm not out doing nothing. I'm not out anywhere else. I'm just focusing on the task at hand. She understands that 100%. I don't even need to tell her like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I don't want you doing this, or we don't want to do that. It just knows. You know what I mean? So yeah, but she's got my back 100%.
No, it's good, man. It's great because you can see that, because obviously she'd be like an emotional support as well as being physically there for you. So she gives you that balance, like you said. I did the same thing as you years ago when I thought, oh, I'm going to be UFC champ, and I cut out social life. I cut out everything. I didn't care about anything. I was like, it's all about MMA. It's all I do. And you realise, like you say, after when you get a chance to step out of that little bubble, you go, what a plonker. Like, what was it doing? You know, you do realise
you've got to find the balance, and I'm devoted 100%. I'm not sitting there saying that, like, you know, I train a little bit and then I go off and play around all the time.
No.
Like, I'm on this 100% all the time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, especially when the fight's signed, I'm on it 100%. But you've got to have a little bit of wind down time that you can switch off, because I'm the type of person that, especially when I'm training for a fight, when I'm not training for a fight, I'm training all the time. Just insane. You know what I mean? I train all the time. Especially, you know, at least once a day, most of the time twice a day. As soon as the fight's signed, that I'm on it 100%. You got to find the right balance, though. You got to have that sort of like 80-20. You know what I mean? You're addicted 80% of the time, but then another 20% you need to just relax, go off, chill, do whatever it is you want to do. You know what I mean? And I think I almost like used to wear myself out of it a little bit, just constantly like drilling, thinking all the time MMA. And now I like to know when I've got time that I'm chilling out, I'm switching off a little bit. You know?
It's that mental game again, like you said. It's giving that brain a rest. As much as you break your body when you're training, you break your mental aspect if you think too much. You need a balance. But is one of your things that you chill out to Game of Thrones? Because I saw that picture on the Game of Thrones there.
Especially when I'm in fight camp, I'm addicted to anything that's got, you know, wars, violence, fighting. I get hooked on all of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Because I saw the chair and I thought that's something that you might be into.
Game of Thrones, man, and Peaky Blinders as well.
Ah, yes, because I saw they're talking about they're already talking about season 5 and stuff. So is that like kind of your chill out time? It's just maybe like a bit of a binge. To
be honest, when I say go switching off from MMA, like I make it sound like I'm out doing really interesting stuff. Normally, I'm just sort of chilling out at home and watching. Hooked on series and stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm the same.
So it's not some rock and roll lifestyle. There ain't really much going on apart from training and chilling out. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching the EBI women's tournament they had on. Just just happened.
I've watched it. It was on there.
Yeah, so I haven't watched it yet, so I'll be tuning into that to watch that. Obviously, and then Luke Cage season 2 has come out on Netflix. So I'm halfway through it. It's only been out a couple of days. I'm halfway through, mate. That is how bad it is.
And Punisher, I've watched that about 3 times through, but all of them, I'm absolutely hooked.
Yes, Punisher's good. I like that. Yeah, it's good. But I like that Punisher. You know, I like the character they picked for it. It's good, man. It's good. You remember the film with John Travolta in?
The old school one, no, I do remember that. I remember meeting with the other actor. Who was who played?
I can't remember. I know his face, but I can't remember his physical name. But that was like bit cheese, but it was good.
Yeah, that was alright. The problem is, you start talking to me about Marvel and stuff, mate. I'm going to end up won't talk about MMA and get my full geek.
Let's just geek out. Hey, I'm happy to geek out, people. I don't care. I admit I like Marvel, DC. I don't know about you, but I like. Have you seen the Batman? Basically cartoons that they have out now, the adult versions.
I've seen them all.
Man. I'm the same.
Batman, Superman.
What do you think about the Japanese version they did of the Batman one?
No, I don't watch them.
Oh, you don't watch the cartoon version?
The anime ones, they're a bit. They're not they're not built for us. They're built for their type of TV. I'm not saying I like the dark Batman ones though.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a dark Batman, but it's like they done it like
I've
Japanese
seen
anime.
it.
Yeah, it's good. I got into it, man. I liked it. I have to admit, I got into it, man.
Called Batman Samurai or something.
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah.
I ain't even told that many people about them. I'm super nerded out for things like Batman and stuff like that. So, hey, it's coming.
Batman Gotham at Night. Is it Gotham at Night or one? It was the Jack the Ripper
Gotham
version.
The Dark Knight.
No, is that the Jack the Ripper version? Remember the animation?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, mate, it's good. That. Oh, tell you, I told you, I'm a geek. I'll geek out to that stuff. But mate, honestly, there's nothing wrong with men into it, people. It's okay. We're fully grown men and we like it. So get over it, okay? We like looking at men in suits. All right.
I thought I was gonna have to come up with a load of really good answers about my training and stuff like that, and you're asking me about Marvel and shit.
Yeah. See, I catch you off guard. See, that's what I do. I'm already prepared, mate. That's why I got to drop the Reese's bomb in there and all sorts because I love Reese's chocolates. They've got a new competition now. Have you seen them? Is it buttermilk? I think it's called like buttermilk or something. New competition out.
Yeah, I'm a Twix man. I don't really do many other.
Twix. Oh, good choice. Good choice, man. Have you done the crazy thing where you bite each end off, put it in a cup of tea, and suck it up?
Nah.
So you're not lived then? You're not lived?
That sounds like it's something for psychos, mate.
Yeah, well, I am. All right. See, you're saying that, but what I'm telling you, as soon as the camera goes off, you're going to say to the missus, fight camp's done, love. Get me a cup of tea. Get me a Twix. This is happening.
Yeah, that's probably the main thing I've had to give up, a Twix. I like it today, but... Hey.
That'd be a killer, that, wouldn't it? Yeah, just it's horrible. Cutting the sugars out.
When fighters say things like I've had to make massive sacrifices in fight camp, they mean things like Twixes and chocolate bars and.
They are. They're massive. They're massive, mate. Yeah, it's horrible because it's just chicken, eggs, rice, chicken. It's all just like it's nothing. You can have it quite nice, but man, it's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, a Twix or a Boost or anything double decker.
I'm bored of cutting weight, if I'm honest, but do you know what I mean? We do what we got to do. That's part of the game. You know what I mean?
It is indeed. Yeah. So
it's
look,
good. It creates a good mind. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the positive I get from weight cutting. It creates a disciplined mind. Do you know what I mean? It keeps you focused on what you're trying to do, and especially on that fight week. You know what I mean? When it's all getting a little bit. I don't know what the word to describe fight week's like. It's insane.
Yeah.
Your emotions want to go all over the place.
Yes.
You got to keep that centered in, you know what I mean? And the way I focus on it is when I was like I'm getting like primal, you know what I mean? Like I haven't eaten properly for ages. I can smell something that's about 2 miles down the road. You know what I mean? If somebody opens I'll smell it. You know what I mean? I'll know it. You know what I mean? But hey,
yeah, I'm with you on that one. It does. It's the fight week is the worst week. It's the longest week of your life. It's just, I hate it. I kind of wish it away. I'm like, can we not lie in the contract and say fight weeks there, but actually fight the Saturday before and catch me out? Yeah. It's like, I hate the waiting. I absolutely hate that fight week. It's too slow.
Mate, I enjoy it all, if I'm honest. I don't really think of it like that. You know what I mean? If I think of it like that, that's how people get nervous. I don't think like that. I think I just enjoy it all. You know what I mean? So I enjoy. It sounds weird, but I try and enjoy the savagery of the weight cut in the fight week. You know what I mean? I try to enjoy the fact that my body's getting all senses all up. You know what I mean? I swear to God, I don't know if I'm making it up. I don't know if any other fighters feel the same, but I feel like I could smell better, hear better, see better when I'm cutting weight because my body's all like tuned in trying to find food or something like that.
Yeah, survival. It's probably like a survival thing in the body, isn't it? Because you're putting the weight and
the weight cut. I enjoy the I say I enjoy the weight cut. I enjoy everything up until I'm sweating the water out. You know what I mean? No one enjoys that shit. I enjoy the weigh-in. I enjoy the face-off. I enjoy fight day. I enjoy the interviews. I enjoy it all. Otherwise, it will seem bigger than it really is. And at the end of the day, you guys turning up to have a fight. You know what I mean? I don't get nervous at all. I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? I don't even let it phase me because I enjoy it all. You know what I mean? I cannot wait for fight week, if I'm honest. I can't wait to see him at the weigh-ins. I can't wait to face off with him. I can't wait to let him know, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I can't wait until he sees me. I wish we could do one of them like the UFC do the media days in like the week and stuff. You have the face off. I wish more than anything that I could have like Well, Cage Warriors has actually asked me to do a thing this Thursday actually, where it's like like when I get videos, when I get interviews,
Yeah.
they a couple of pictures and stuff like that. I would love more than anything for him to be there, and we could do a face-off right then, because I love that. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
when people know. You know what I mean? Normally they wait until the weigh-in when they see me, and they know like shit. This guy's. I don't care what they say. You know what I mean? They know when they see me at the weigh-in that it's on. You know what I mean? That I'm not nervous. I'm not worried. I'm not panicked. I'm not thinking about nothing apart from when the fight comes, and I'm on it 100%. You know what I mean?
I'd like to see, mate. Do you know what they do with boxing? Those one-on-ones with the interviewer in the middle.
I would love that, mate. I would
Like
love.
Cage Warriors could totally do that. That'd be awesome. Like kind of just like.
But they can do it
wait
when
for
I
the
fight the title.
There you go. Yeah, I think that'd be good. That'd be good viewing. I think that'd be a good one to get it going.
Mate,
You know,
I'll
the
be
two
up
of you
for
sitting
that.
there. Yeah, I think that'd be
I've
awesome
done
watching
some
it.
with Alan Philpott, but it wasn't face to face. It was like on the same podcast at the same time, and we had a great time. Obviously, at the time, it was like it was animosity and we were heated. And I got a lot of respect for Alan now, and at the time when we done it, I look back at stuff like that. That was proper jokes. You know what I mean? We were like slinging insults back and forth. You know what I mean? And just terrorizing each other. Like it was, I don't get phased by none of it. If anything, I find it fun. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're in this for good memories and good times. You know what I mean? And winning big fights. You know what I mean? Because obviously we're here for the wins. You know what I mean? We're here for the glory and to see our martial arts actually be put to work. But alongside it, there's good times and there's good fun and there's good memories and stuff that you're not going to forget. And a face-off interview thing, mate, I'll be all over that. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I think that'd be good, actually. Yeah, I'll have to try
It wouldn't be hilarious at a time. I'd be wanting to jump over the table and run it. Like, put me in that sort of environment, I'm going to be on it.
Yeah.
But, give it a year afterwards, then I do think it was hilarious.
Yeah, no, you think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, I can't wait for the fight. Legit, honestly, when I heard you got signed to Cage Warriors, I was pumped. And then I heard the fight announcements. I was just honest. I can't wait to see you compete because, like I say, you've been out a little while. It's been too long. But you're just one of those guys in the UK scene, mate, that everyone loves to watch because they know what they're getting. They're not getting a boring fighter.
I know they're getting a real fight, mate. And after I've seen this fight, they're going to know that I'm ready for that Cage Warriors title, 100%. Whoever wins it, preferably I'd like Jack Shaw to win it. I respect his fighting style. I like his fights. I would fight him tomorrow. I would fight him the day after I fight Mike, 100%. I'm ready now. You know what I mean? Like, everything's on point now. Yeah, the skills have always been there. The toughness has always been there. The body's there now as well. I've taken this game to a new level, mate. And honestly, I'm ready for that Cage Warriors title. I'd go 5-5, no problem. 3-5s on the 21st. I'm going to come out of there barely breathing, honestly. Barely breathing. 5-5s, I'm ready to go now, mate. 100%. 100%. So once I've knocked Mike out, they got that Jack Shaw fight in September, and
September.
I'd like to be his first title defense, mate. For the end of the year, start of next year.
Yeah.
Or I'll fight at the end of the year, and then have a title. I'll be Jack's first title defense at the beginning of the year, whatever they want.
Yeah, you could definitely do November, December for that. Yeah, because if Jack's fighting that card and I think it's the 9th of September or something. So it's early September. Yeah, so you could easily do a November. Easy, yeah. Fit November, December time.
One more time for the end of the year. So whether it be Jack's first title defense or it be beat up somebody else and then I fight for the title, I'm cool. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm letting everyone know that I'm here to have big fights and I'm here to make a lot of noise and have a good time.
And that's what that's what we're all here to watch, man. Ed, that's what we're all going to tune in for, to see you fight. So before I let you go, because I've kept you a little bit longer than I should have, so I apologize on that one. But what's your social media, Ed, so people can jump on, get to follow your journey?
Yeah, my Instagram is @EdArthurMMA. My Twitter's the exact same. They're the ones I use for MMA, really. You know what I mean? Facebook's just for sharing memes.
Yeah.
So,
that is pretty much, and funny videos of people doing stuff that they.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what Facebook is.
Twitter, Instagram @EdArthurMMA.
And then, what about sponsors, man, to help you out, that get you through the fight camp? Anyone out there?
Yeah, one of the biggest guys to help me, he gets the special shout out, is my coach Jack. Can't get my words out. My coach Jack at GEM. It's JEM Performance. Based out of Windsor. He's done the most for me. You know what I mean? The whole time that we was off, he stuck with me. Me and him putting so much work together. and he's turned, like I said, little teenage boy's body to an actual man's strength. Dad strength, as I like to call it now. You know what I mean? So follow him, JEM Performance.
JEM Performance. Okay.
No, it's JEM_performance, and he's just got loads of great tips about making a real athletic body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not going there and pumping a few weights and being hench. You know what I mean? Like making real improvements of your life and your body. So I can't give him enough credit, man. And obviously all the guys at NFM, we were putting in some serious work. So yeah, we're ready, man. And my teammate Adam Ammersinger, he's on the same card as me. Phil Wells, my other teammate, both of them on the card with me, and we're gonna go out here like scrap pack, mate. Old school, strike force day, whole team invasion, going there and stopping people, mate. So tune in.
Yeah, tune in, fight fans. UFC Fight Pass, BT Sport, all of it. It's pretty much anywhere. You know, it's pretty hard not to watch it or have an excuse not to watch it. So tune in, 21st July, fight fans. You're in for an absolute show.
100%.